Hey, YouTube, y'all here? More, more, more. How do you like it? How do you like it? More, more, more. If you want to know how I really feel, just keep them cameras rolling. Get the action going. Baby, you knew my hate for you is real. Hey, people. Hi, Mocha Drop. Yeah, I'm back. Praise the Lord. I never thought it would happen today. I had done my video, and then I wandered over there and saw that Sean Bradley done released the show. Let me put that in here. I'm gonna put this link in here in the chat, so y'all go over there and see this. It's only 9 minutes. My impression of it is I wish he had posted more. He has released things that were in his phone, or that he personally had possession of, but were separate from the video that they collected for the show, the production team, right? And so we now have a sneak preview of the show. Now, in his commentary, he suggested that this might actually be coming back. I've always thought that the show, I'm sure they would like to have this as a full production for television. And that was Ty's intention for the show, to have a full production, cast like a T.S. Madison type deal with one of the networks. But I think that this would make a great web series. They could do a web series. It wouldn't take much more production than what he had here from his cell phone, right? So he's showing a few highlights. In my opinion, the highlights are too short, right? He showed the skirmish between that Jay Wilson and myself, and it's exactly how I described it, but it went so much further than that. I wish he would have let it go on so we can finally get the truth about what occurred there in Atlanta. We got the very beginning of that scuffle, and there were several other scuffles in there, right? There was Nicole Tyler. Now that Nicole Tyler and D. Ramsey, now that would have been priceless. If y'all could have seen D. Ramsey come across that table at that moment. Now they showed the very beginning of how their arguments got started. The mention of D. Ramsey's husband, which sent her into a rage. But he only showed where the argument started. That became the highlight of the whole damn production. So I wish they would have showed more. Now he has the option of doing more than it. I very seriously doubt if Sean Bradley has this in his phone, and right when the people start slanging and banging, that's when he stopped recording. That didn't happen. He has to have the whole scenes, or access to the whole scenes. So does this mean that the production company still plans on using the show, or producing the show? I believe that a few students could put that together very easily. He damn near did it right there. I mean, if you want to add narrative to the thing, right? But this clip should have been longer so we know what happened. Now, Wiley and Five Babe got the most airtime in this clip that he's showing. And a few things were revealed there. I thought they both looked good. I thought I looked terrible in there, but whatever. I'm an old man. I don't give a damn how I look. It ain't about the looks no more, baby. Anyway, so Wiley and the Five Babe got into it. Now they go back and forth. One day he wants to make love with her. The next day they're in full on battle. So in this thing we saw today, Wiley is explaining his disdain for alcoholism. And he also says that the reason he has the disabilities that he has is because his mother were, his words, a drunk. That's why he really had a hard time with D. Ramsey, because she was drinking, in his opinion, to excess. So he explained why he believes something's going on with his eye, with his leg. That all came from alcohol poisoning, in his opinion. Right? He went on to explain his situation with the Phi Baby, because they had the situation where she went into his church in retaliation for something said online. So she got an opportunity to give her side of the story. All this is going on. So they got longer clips. They got 2-3 minute clips. And she was explaining how apparently Wiley had posted a picture of her in her underwear, and she had confronted him and given him, I don't know, whatever amount of time, several hours, to take the picture down. That was her big ask, to take the picture down of her in her underwear, right? And when he didn't acquiesce, she went to his church to humiliate him in front of his family, right? And we all remember that was a major scam, but there were two sides to the story. Who the other girls? There was another situation going on there. Hold on a minute. Hold on 1 minute. Hold on. Mm-hmm.
And I never forget what I told him. I'm like, do you want to go back to jail?
That's his big threat, this Wilson. His threat is, I'm going to go back to jail. No, nigga. You supposed to come over there, girl, and throw them things. Them hound dogs. Them Huckleberry Finns on your ass, bitch. And that's what I was attempting to do. So in this film clip that he has of G.A. Wilson and myself, he can see me kind of losing it. Jay Wilson is sitting in front of his plates. Sean Bradley has got his arm across my chest to hold me back from attacking the bald head bitch. That's what I called him. I said, just like I said before, he said his name is James Wilcox. He wants to be called James Wilcox. I said, you're a worthless bitch or a piece of shit or something like that. And then I lunged for him. But in this film, all I see is Sean Bradley holding me back. But as that progressed, there was more than Sean. Because I think I could have got around. Sean's a big boy. I think I could have got around him.
You can walk right around the corner and we can have a talk man to man.
What? Jay Wilson said we can walk around the corner. Why we got to walk around the corner, nigga? I'm there. You're there. All you got to do is move that plate of ribs out the way, girl. So I have access to your ass. Honey, So we will have a manly encounter. So there were other people. Hold on. It ain't all about me. Now, I didn't know how arrogant Nicole Tyler was because she had the whole place upset. It wasn't just D. Ramsey who was upset with Nicole Tyler. Now, some reason or other, we didn't see any of Heidi Fly in this clip. Hold on, man.
Whole fucking scammer. It is me. That's right. Nicole Tyler, sexy cleaner ruler in the damn building. Get a look at it. I'm the one who got all of them shook and got all of them crying. Okay, little old me. Get a look at it. Because I don't know your husband and I don't know you. So what am I saying on my husband? Not true. They're just words. And why are they hurting you if they're not true? Are they true or not?
Wait a minute. That's when they hurt is when they're not true, baby. Wait a minute. Hold the hell on now. So Nicole Tyler is sitting on one side of Sean Bradley, and Dee Ramsey's on the other side. Dee Ramsey is nursing her drink, right? This is right before the action took place. Nicole Tyler apparently has said something about this girl's husband. Dee Ramsey has gotten very defensive at the very mention of his name. So apparently something has happened online before we reached Atlanta. Nicole's stance is, if it's not true, why you're so upset about it? Dee Ramsey said, of course I'm upset about it, bitch. That's what I'm upset about it, because it's not true. So they're not seeing eye to eye on this one, right?
We good.
Mm-hmm. But they weren't good. Okay.
Dee Ramsey, maybe once you come for me next time, bitch, lose some weight. Okay. I said it. Kiss my ass, Brianna. 200-pound kidneys. I wrote that. Okay, bitch. When Nicole walked into that room, she totally turned the energy straight on up. Okay, D. Ramsey lost her goddamn mind. I didn't know what the hell was going on.
Wiley.
So I don't know why he didn't show that part. That's what we want to see, honey. We want to see the action. We wanted to see Miss Heidi Fly come out them boots to come over there and whoop on Nicole at the same time that D. Ramsey is charging at her. The things are being thrown around the room. The production team has attacked both women, abandoned their cameras. One knocked his camera over to hold these people apart. That's what we wanted to see. But I don't know if this is just a tease, let's say.
He is not to be trusted. He is not to be trusted whatsoever.
Now, this was filmed before the actual incident, or just after it, with Sean Bradley saying, because now him and Wiley are fine. They've done several things together, several videos together. But at this time, he said Wiley was not to be trusted. And in the event, he actually gave Wiley clothes to wear and so forth. So let's see. Okay, unfairly, he showed Wiley in the library, tearing up the library, which did not happen in Atlanta at all. But he was showing you who Wiley was at that time. And we have to give Wiley credit that since this incident in the library, he has pulled himself together. Actually, Wiley looks physically good in this thing, but he has been able to go on with this channel, and he has not had incidents like this again. So whatever the balance that was off in this video where he was tearing up the library, he's no longer tearing up libraries. He's functioning very well.
The chaos at a normally quiet
People
That was done just for drama.
They need jobs, they need a life, and they need to get off my arse. I have gotten into it with every single one of them.
This woman, Fabe, went to my church, pulled up,
This is fair use.
dog, my grandmother, my family, and everything like that. If I wasn't a true gentleman, I would have snatched her ass up, but I can't put my hands on her.
Then in comes Jezebel, who I call Jezzy for short. 5 or 5 from the shy.
I would love to be able to take the children to the house of the Lord, but this church doesn't have a children's church.
So she's criticizing Wiley's church. She's saying that all of Wiley's people, all of Wiley's relatives have got cross eyes. This is what she was saying. I remember the beef very well. But this was also not taken in Atlanta. This is him showing you who these people were. Now, we're basing all this on information that Sean had in his phone, right? So he's mixed them all up. I wish the clips were longer, but I do believe that this told the story about those two, Sean and Wiley and 5A.
Showing up with women and me.
And I found out he wants to have sex with me.
I'm a black gay man. So for her to take her greasy, dusty, sweaty, stinking ass to a church that I wasn't there, I should have snatched her ass up.
Now, yeah, I went to his church, but that was because I told Wiley, either take my picture off of your website. He had a picture of me on his website in my underwear. I gave him about 8 hours. I told him either take it down or I'm going to go to your church.
So I've tried that whole just meeting up with you, talking it out, being nice, recording it, putting on the YouTube screen so we all.
So these clips that didn't take place, like the library incident and the situation with what Wiley and 5A, he's showing you who these people are and what the beefs were when they arrived. When we arrived there was most of us were beefing with each other at that time, right? So that's all for background.
Oh, we ain't nice with each other and everything else. I've done it.
I love Sean. And then Sean Bradley. Let's get this straight right now. Sean Bradley ain't running shit. Okay, he ain't running shit. Sean is messy as fuck. He know how to fuck shit up. He fucked these YouTube streets up. I love every moment of it. But the thing I can say about Sean is that he has the most awesome, biggest heart that people will ever know.
Now, this part is coming up. This surprised me. So apparently there really was a rivalry in the house of Club Chat where Leo, the Lioness Queen, that's one of his friends, his close friends, and also D. Ramsey those two actually had a beef with each other, vying for his attention, apparently. And they discussed that in here. I thought they were the best of friends because they were all club chat. But I see there was distinction.
I do really feel like that when it comes to the relationship between me and Sean. I feel like D. Ramsey has a problem with that. I think that's the reason why me and her are not able to truly connect.
I don't believe Leo is Sean Bradley's do girl, but Leo definitely wants to be the HBIC, the head bitch in charge. Leo has jockeyed for position to be Sean's, right hand bitch or whatever, which is cool with me, I guess. I guess that's a substitute for the fact she ain't got no fucking man. But shout out to her.
The
Sean
shade.
Bradley use people. Ooh, honey.
And then let's talk about D. Ramsey, or should I say drunk Ramsey.
Here it
This
comes.
woman cannot hold her alcohol. She sat there and want to cry over her fucking man.
And I think it's the alcohol. Blame it on the alcohol, child. Loose as a damn. Loose like Grey Goose grew.
And you know what? You just like my mother, a drunk. I was raised by a drunk. That's why my ass got a cross eye. I walk with a fucking lip because when she had me, she was drinking. So I know a drunk. So you sitting down crying is because you addicted to alcohol.
As you can see, things got very heavy up there. Next, we're going to have, what's this young lady's name? This person is going to describe doxing again for us. Doxing, they have it in print. Search for and publish private or identifying information about a particular individual on the internet, typically with malicious intent. Okay. This lady's going to, what's her? I forget her name. Maybe they'll say it.
First of all, people got to know the meaning of doxing. Okay, this is somehow the meaning of doxing has gotten torn apart, flipped around, and thrown to the side. I don't know how that happened, but people don't understand that doxing is not when you send me an email. Doxing is not when you send me a text message. Doxing is when I go and get your information and I put that information out to the public with malice intent. That's what doxing is.
Right. So she's breaking it down. As you guys know, that soon after this event, I wrote a book called Murder in the Beef Sector, right? And it was based on doxing. But in that book, there were several different things going on besides doxing. So the new novel that I'm working on, the end of that series, that trilogy, it is called Who Shot the Caller? Because the caller is a different person than a doxer. I had all 4 or 5 of them, different kinds of ways to harass people in murder in the beef sector. We're focusing now on a person who calls agencies and tries to destroy your life. That is not doxing. That is a different kind of animal, right?
I was doxxed. I don't fucking like it. I think it's a piece of shit. I was doxxed. I think the person that started. I don't give a fuck.
Who's the young girl? Young girl's name is daughter or something. Daughter here.
I'm not. It's your thing.
Wait a minute. What's this lady? I like this lady. I got her name.
But that's when you say I don't give a fuck. When you say I don't give a fuck. When you say I don't give a fuck, did I say you should give a fuck? I didn't. I'm not telling you should give a fuck. So you said, but sure, that's not. But your opinion is my opinion, and your opinion is yours.
Subscriber.
Why you work on me?
Versus to me being
Why again?
All I'm saying is,
why is she worried about me? I'm not worried about her. I'm not concerned about what she said.
What's this lady's name?
I'm answering
Y'all know.
I'm answering yours, but don't answer my question. Answer yours.
Daughter here is the young girl, and the other lady, I forget her name.
Bradley? Where does Sean Bradley live? How many kids does Sean Bradley have? Where does Sean Bradley work? That ain't nobody damn business. Who is Sean Bradley's man? Why don't he live with his man? Huh? Here come the doctors.
Here they come. That was the end of it. So it's only 9 minutes, people. Thank y'all for being patient. What do y'all think? I know y'all been over there. Oh, Sugar PYT, she was sweet. I liked her. She said, Uncle Tim. We had a good time there. There were good times to be had, as you guys know, but he's only showing you the taste. And I wish he would have shown you a little more of the actual events there. But I guess that's what a teaser is. A teaser wants to draw you in. So does this mean that the show is still alive? Is it still alive? Because at one point, Sean Bradley says, they let me use this, but they still want I can't use other information or other footage because they're still using it. So what does that mean exactly? Did they go on with the production? Was there ever a show actually produced? Because Ty's whole thing was to produce the show and then sell the show as a package, right? So we don't know how far she made it with that, right? There could very well be episodes of the show already produced. People who do editing, they could turn that very easily into a show. Now, I will say this, as we can see, maybe some people were fudging their arguments a little bit in here, but basically all of this was real emotion. This was real. It wasn't fake about it. Not that I know of. When they got into fights, they were really fighting. While he was talking about his mom's situation with alcohol, he really meant that. He was really saying that. I certainly was serious about kicking Jay Wilson in his asshole. That was real. So I believe that pretty much all of this was real, right? I don't know about this thing with, Wally and 5A, they go back and forth. One day he wants to make love with her. Next day he wants to fight her. So I don't know. At that point, at that period, he's pretty much made up with everybody at this point. Right, because he moved on out of the beef sector. Key with the T, I think. Was it Key with the T? No, I think that other name, Sugar PYT. She's a very energetic woman. Whatever her name is, I liked her. I liked her because she liked me. It was cool. That's Keeney on the Keeney with the T. Okay. Still shopping show, maybe. Still shopping the show, maybe. Okay. I've said from the beginning, I said, well, maybe they don't have enough to make a show interesting enough for a network, but they certainly could have a web show. They could chop it up and make a web show very easily with that. And then they have a built-in audience, right? People think the beef sector is small, but no, the beef sector can do, it's a good audience to produce a show, I believe. You can start with this audience and build from there because, of course, you have access to the whole web. There have been web series. A lot of people like those web series, right? And it was certainly we would all be watching. Needs to get some exposure first. Well, maybe he has to do another round of this. Right? Let me see. Web series. What he did on his phone was damn near a web series. You know, it can be done. The right people. We don't hear anything about the girl, though, Ty, anymore. Of course, Ty she was primarily a subscriber, and she mostly hung out over there with Club Chat, but she knew a whole lot about the beef sector. She told me about videos that I made 2-3 years ago. So she was really into it. She put some time and money into that thing. We'll see. We will see, people. But I wanted to come on here and give you my view. I thought that was very interesting. I wish they would have showed, well, whatever. They show what they show. I guess that's how teasers work. But Bradley did a pretty good job of that, I think. Right? What y'all think? Sneaky peekies. Hi, Teron Herring. Hello. He said there will be more. They have a lot. He said they have a lot of footage to work with. Certainly they do. Remember that it didn't just happen in Atlanta. They got all that footage from the other place, the undisclosed location. I think it was Baltimore. And then they have the whole thing with the Orlando, which they're building as to being a much bigger production than even Atlanta was. They have all that. They can mix it all together. It's all show, right? He doesn't necessarily have to separate them as being, this is Atlanta. But if they're still holding on to the footage or not releasing the footage, that must mean they're still intend to work with it. Jay Wilson is in the airport, child. She walked right past ZT. ZT down at the goddamn casino in the same hotel where Jay Wilson stayed. And he don't even bother to stop and say hello. And there he's back at the airport. Lord have mercy. All come and say, I'm fine. Jay Wilson, can we get some receipts on that money you collected, nigga? Didn't seem like a whole lot of gambling went on, right? Other than you losing $20. So what did you collect 1,000 and then you lost $20? Game recognized game in the bang bang, right? Baby, I already made my video for today. Gamage Carter is cooking dinner, so I'm gonna go over his house. What do you say? He's making some kind of roast, barbecue roast, or some kind of roast and greens, and I don't get too many home cooked meals, so I'm gonna go over to Gamage house. All right, so y'all have a wonderful. Let me put that in here again. Here's the link to that video. It's only 9 minutes, so you can certainly go and check it out. All right, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.